Alright, hello and welcome to Act with Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? Happy Mother's Day, by the way. Alright, so we're going to do a whip and chat here with Diamond Art Club's So Many Books, So Little Time by Randall Spangler. Alright, we're about like around here, first part of the window kind of thing. End of the 7th row, if I'm not mistaken. Square drill, 22 inches by 43 inches, 56 centimeters by 109 centimeters, 53 colors, including 2 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis, and they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. Anything under color code or DMC code 150 is considered an AB from Diamond Art Club. Alright, so there you go. Yeah, it's Mother's Day. Yeah, Mom's pretty chill, having a time. She's just crocheting something in her recliner chair, so yeah, just kind of let her do her thing today. So, well, it's basically every other day. Like, we just do our thing around here. Alright, we're on the V symbol here, which is still like a dark green, and the sun's actually out today, but it is cloudy, so I will have to fight with glare on my angle of things, but no big. Okay. Hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going well. Yeah, we'll just hang out for a bit. Why not? It'll be fun. Okay. Yeah, I'll just be a time until I can find the V symbol on here. The sun's like right in the window. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. I knew that sneeze was coming. Okay. Well, the boss that I was having trouble with in Breath of the Wild, I finally just got the edge on it. Yeah, Thunderblight Ganon or whatever. Yep, so I have all 4 Divine Beasts. Now I'm just kind of hanging out in the game, doing like shrines and stuff. Just getting ready for the final battle. Yeah, I'll just like relax and just find some more Korok seeds or something. Yeah, I do have the strategy guide for Breath of the Wild, so that's helped me with a few strands. I do try to figure out most of the shrines. A couple of them that I've found recently, yeah, I haven't had to use the strategy guide, but for like the Twin Peaks shrines though, I'm not going to spend time moving balls around for constellation puzzle or whatever. Yeah, so I just looked in the strategy guide and got those shrines out of the way. Yeah. I never could understand those shrines, so V. Oh, like yeah, definitely sunny today. Kind of. Like, sun's trying to peek out from behind the clouds. It has its moments. Yeah, it's quite a color block of V's here. I'm going to blow my nose just a sec. There we go. That's better. Every time I like sneeze, my nose just like reflexively runs. It's just body's natural reaction, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't going to fight with an itchy nose for like half an hour, so yeah. Alright, yeah, so this, there's quite a nice block of V's in this section of the window. Okay. So I'm just trying to maneuver my way. Yeah, there's also a T symbol amongst these V's, so this glare is kind of making it interesting. My angle, anyway. Okay, I'll just make my way up the section of these V's here. Oh, excuse me. Oh boy. Yep, so I think I basically just have Thursday off next week. It's a long week on my full time, and then I just work a short shift, my part time, but yeah, gets her done. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did the L symbol before. Just found it. I don't know where an L. Went on a road trip yesterday with parents. Yeah, it's like 4 hours on the road in total, like there and back, kind of thing. Yeah, pretty extensive. Had to go pick up a quilt frame that somebody had to get rid of. So just went and picked it up. It was already disassembled, but yeah, it's like 3 large metal poles and then legs and pole brackets. It's to hold a quilt in place while you're quilting it. While you're putting a quilt together. Yeah, it's woodworking kind of stuff that my parents do for business here, but the previous owner of the quilt frame just had to let it go, let the quilt frame go. They were downsizing or something, so downsizing their living space. It's really nice up in northern Ontario. A lot of farmland and yeah, tons of trees. Then there's wind turbines. Those are kind of mesmerizing to look at. Some turn clockwise, some turn counterclockwise. The blades are, there's like 3 blades on each of the wind turbine, and they're slightly curved. So to be aerodynamic, I suppose, but and they stand pretty tall, and they're constantly going in different directions to face the wind or to catch the wind at various angles. So, yeah, pretty cool. There's like hundreds of them, and then if there's like heavy residential farm land, they're spread out for a bit, take a break from them for a bit. There's a couple in fields, but it's just like one. One per field. Not to totally take up all the farmland space. Yeah, there are quite a bit of beef cattle. Yeah, some dairy. Just so used to seeing dairy cows just in a barn over near our property that, yeah, don't go out to pasture or anything. You're just in this barn and get fed, and then they're milked a couple times a day maybe. However that milking the cows works. If it's a nice day, the garage doors are open on either end of the barn, and yep, cows stay relatively cool. Temperature is kind of regulated in there. I think cows are herd animals anyway, so they stay together if they're out in pasture, I'd imagine. Yeah, saw a lot of free-range chickens. Yeah, it's a couple farms. You could see them in some of the fields. They're definitely wandering around. It's like 5 or so chickens at my mom's friend's house that we want to visit. Yeah, so 5 free range. So wandering around in a pen. So I guess at night they're just locked in the coop to avoid foxes and other predators. But during the day they're in kind of like a garden pen kind of setting. And we just hang it. Oh, for a couple summers when I was like young, I was at a sheep farm, but other than that, I've just been like city, kind of urban kind of guy. But I do know where milk actually comes from and all that. I have that knowledge where beef actually comes from. Yeah, farms. Yeah, I know. We still have that urban sprawl problem, though. Like, farmland is starting to disappear around here for housing development. It's like, I hope somebody's thinking of how we're going to eat in the future if we're busy building on farm fields or marshland. I guess you could say like greenhouses, but yeah, you'd have to have quite a lot of greenhouses to able to sustain larger populations in Canada. Well, Ontario anyway. I'm sure there's urbanization some other parts of Canada or the US, around the world even. Yeah, urbanization is when you go from countryside to city. Yeah, the aggressive expansion into agricultural land. Yeah, for extra housing. Yeah, I think there's some sort of housing initiative by the government to get affordable housing in Canada in a few years or something. And yeah, they're just kind of like, need housing, but yeah, it kind of needs, I have to start taking farmland or something. I don't know, pretty messy issue, kind of. Just like, oh, we can build houses by this, outside of this town here. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it's like a field that has probably fed a couple generations of people, but we need houses. Yeah, it's kind of messy in that way. Yeah, it's nice to see population growth, but yeah, there's quite a price to pay for urbanization. That means trucks have to drive farther to ship these food resources to the towns that are expanding, etc. So we don't have the fields and stuff locally anymore. Yeah, it kind of sounds counterproductive. Or are we still driving the vegetables and crops to those same locations and we're just doing the same thing the entire time? I couldn't tell you. Or are we just boosting the fact that we need to drive a lot more often to take more trips in order to be able to feed everybody? I couldn't tell you the optics, how that stuff works. It's still probably like greenhouse gas effect. I'm still polluting the atmosphere. Just having to use more gas, etc. to be able to eat. V is actually quite an extensive color in this background here. Be seeing a lot of it. It's a lot of green from here on out, to an extent. The dragling itself on top of the books here, and yeah, the foliage in the background, seen through the window. Yeah. Got reds and blues and purples for the books. Now it's like greens. Yeah, just a lot of cow herds up north, like both beef and dairy. I'm pretty sure I've like driven up north or been in a car like going up north to visit somebody or do something. Not very often that we go on road trips like that, and that I have a weekend off like this, but it happens every once in a while. I just would have been here by myself at the house yesterday for a period of time. Not that that bothers me, but kind of glad I went on the car trip. It's like pretty cool scenery. Farmland, and then there's pretty like hilly, so you get quite the landscape with large hills and farmland as far as the eye can see, kind of thing. Tons of fields. It's nice to see like trees, like forests of trees. We still need those. Good chunk of them were evergreens, but yeah, there are other cedars and thinking like one road that they were like planted whole bunch of trees planted in the 1970s or early on, just to kind of establish forests. Because, yeah, at one point, this was probably all forest. Way back when, before everything was like settled. Before we even had Toronto or Stratford or even housing out here, same areas. Yeah, this was probably all forest at one point. Like, no shock whatsoever. Now it's lucky if we have a group of trees out here anymore. Yeah, we do, but yeah, it's not quite as copious greenery out here as probably should be having. Yeah, future generations need oxygen too. Kind of need an atmosphere on the planet to survive, so yeah, do need more trees. And yeah, as I've said before, the oceans account for oxygen production too. Yeah, the oceans seem to be healthy, but yeah, coral reefs kind of help in a big way for that, for oxygen, to put oxygen into the atmosphere. I think that's like 70%. Of the world's oxygen comes from like ocean. Giant bodies of water. Not bottles. Yeah, I probably mentioned this a while back. Yeah. I just read it somewhere on the internet or something. Tons of ocean, but we've probably only explored like 3% of it. Really don't know what's that down there. Oh, maybe that's better. So we're not just disturbing ecosystems. Ocean life. So really don't need to map massive parts of the ocean. Probably just better for the environment as just going in there and just like scraping the bottom of the ocean everywhere. Just probably wouldn't be helping sea life too much. It's like, hey, this is the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, cool. And Pacific is along the coast, west coast of Canada. Yeah, the States. Yeah. And then wraps around to Asia and Japan, I believe. Yeah. I don't know if that's the largest. Yeah, the Pacific Ocean, largest on the planet. Yeah, wasn't much of a geography guy, but yeah, it's a large body of water. But yeah, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put the website links to Conquer and Pacer, just two fitness incentive kind of virtual fitness kind of apps or websites, etc. Yeah, totally optional. It's just something I do every day, just to as an incentive to stay active. Yeah. All the information's on the website. I'm not affiliated or sponsored, so yeah. I don't offer discount codes or anything, just the main website links. But anything else regarding Echoes of Color here on YouTube will just be posted on YouTube. Section finishes. Just kind of a digital progress report as I go through this canvas and every other canvas from here on out. So I don't update all the time, but feel free to subscribe or stay tuned to Echoes of Color when I do post videos, WIP and chats, basically. So, but other than that, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors, and I will see you again soon. Bye.